Let's Firehawk the Golden Temple, Chapter 6. For feathers. The temple was still and silent. It didn't work, Dick said. His head drooped. There are 4 stones with pictures on them, Chloe said. We must need a 4th feather to open the portal. But we only have three, Lice said. Maybe there is one hidden here, Scarlet suggested, like the one we found in the Howling Caves. I know every nook and cranny of this temple, Winnie said sadly. If there was a golden feather here, I would have seen it, Dick sighed. What now? He asked. I'm sorry, Winnie said. I wish I could help you, but I have to go. My mom is calling me. Scarlet sank to the floor. We can't give up, Blaze cried. We don't have enough feathers to open the portal, Doug said. We're going to be stuck in the Cloud Kingdom forever. Blaze's eyes filled with tears. I'll never find my family. Scarlet gave her friend a hug. Let's take. If only we had another magical object, Chloe said, raising an eyebrow. We could try to place that on the 4th stone instead of a golden feather. Blaze glanced at Tag. Tag's tummy twisted. Can we trust Chloe enough to tell him about the Ember Stone? He wondered. Grady said that any magical object could open a portal, Scarlet said. Tag sighed and opened up his sack. There is no other way, he thought. We have this, he said, holding out the Ember Stone. It felt cold and heavy in his wing. Chloe gasped. He reached out a wing to touch it, but the Ember Stone flared red hot. Tag dropped it to the ground. Ouch, Chloe cried. The Ember Stone had been too hot for Dawn to touch, Tag remembers. It can't hurt me, Blaze said. She picked up the stone with the beak and placed it on the 4th flat stone. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to shake. Tag held on to Scarlet's paw and Blaze's wing. All around them, the stone walls began to crumble. The 3 golden feathers lit up and the emberstone glowed purple. A bright, swirling light appeared in the temple floor. The portal closed, shouted. It jumped and disappeared into the lights. I hope this portal takes to the firehouse, Tag shouted. Looks at his friends. Ready? Scarlet and Blaze nodded. Then they took the deep breath and jumped. Chapter 7. The Lost Firehouse. The world around Tag swirled with color. They felt dizzy. He saw the temple spinning around them, the ember stone and the golden feathers whizzed by in a rush of colors. He reached out and grabbed the ember stone. Finally, he landed with a thud. Tag, Scarlet called, running over to hear her friend. This place is amazing, Blaze called out, jumping up and down. Tag looked around. The crumbling temple was gone. In its place, it was a new temple. But this one wasn't in ruins. It seemed to rise all the way to the sky, with the tall towers and shiny pillars. It glittered and shone as brightly as the sun in the blue sky above. Tag laughed. Wow, I don't think we're in the Cloud Kingdom anymore. Scarlet ran toward the temple. Let's go inside, she suggested. Maybe the fireworks are here. They raced after her up the steep stone steps. The temple had 2 tall golden doors and a statue of a large golden egg on each side. These are golden eggs, Blaze said. Just like the golden egg I hatched from. This temple must belong to Firehawks. Tag knocked on the door and there was no answer. He pushed it open. Is anyone here? He called through the doorway. Again, there is no answer. Let's go in, Scarlet said. They stepped inside. Tag stared around in wonder. It was the most beautiful place he had ever seen. There were tall pillars covered in glitter that swirled around in spirals. Carving stairs were hopped into the walls and went up, 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 up as far as they could see. A golden fountain stood in the middle of the long hallway. Sparkling water sprinkled out of it like the raindrops, but the water didn't trickle down. It trickled up. Is this a dream? Blaze said, rubbing her eyes. It must be. Scarla said, this is all too amazing to be real. But Tag didn't see Firehouse or any other creatures either. He paused. Where is Claw? He asked. This is strange. He came through the portal right before us, Scarla said. Maybe he landed somewhere else. They entered a smaller room. It was filled with colorful lights that whizzed around, making beautiful shapes and patterns. The friends stared up at the lights in wonder. We should look for Claw, Blaze said. After a while, they continued on down hallways and beneath the golden arches. Finally, they reached an open courtyard. In its center was an egg-shaped pool filled with sparkling blue water. There were tropical flowers, swaying palm trees all around. A group of birds stood on the other side of the courtyard. They had red and yellow and orange feathers. The birds turned to look at the blades. Peg gasped. The lost firehawks, he cried. We found them. Chapter 8. Family. The firehawks watched Blaze, whispering to one another. They couldn't believe his eyes. There were so many of them. Some tall, some small, some old, some young. They looked at Scarla and they grinned at each other. Blaze had the biggest smile they had ever seen. Seeing her this way made his heart happy. Blaze stepped forward. My name is Blaze, she told the firehouse. It was born in Belarus, Perodia. I'm looking for my family. Toot, toot. A loud horn echoed around them and the firehouse moved aside. Other firehawks with long, elegant feathers appeared and walked through the crowd. She wore a sparkly, jeweled headdress. Tag whispered to Scarla, do you think she's their leader? She must be, Scarla whispered back. The tall firehawk stopped in front of Blaze. Her eyes narrowed as she looked Blaze up and down. Is it really you? Firehawk asked. Blaze gave a small peep, and Firehawk smiled. She hugged Blaze tightly. I'm Tyla, leader of Firehouse and your mother. I've missed you so much. Blaze and Tyla wrapped their wings around each other. Tyla wiped many tears. Scarla sniffed, trying not to cry too. I knew that you'd find your way back to me, Tyla said. Did you find clothes I left behind? Blaze nodded. We found the paintings on the fire island and your 3 golden feathers. My friend Tag Scarla and helped me too. Tyla smiled at Tag and Scarla. I'm so glad to meet you both, she said. Welcome to the land of Firehouse. Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping Blaze on this journey. Why did you all leave Perodia? Scarla asked. When Thorn became a danger to Belarus, Gray, the leader of Owls of Valar, asked us for help. He told us to hide out on Fire Island, but Thorn and his shadow became so strong, and he was close to finding us. You see, Thorn wanted our powers for himself. So we had to leave land of Perodia and come home. This is a hidden world that only fires can find. Without Blaze, you would have been unable to enter the portal. You left me behind, Blaze said to her mother. Blaze's feathers drooped. Tyla hugged the daughter. I had a vision long before you hatched it. It showed me that you would save Perodia, she told Blaze. I had to leave you behind so that you'd win the fire against the Thorn. She looked at Tag and Scarla. I left her egg in the howling caves of Belarus, hoping the Grey would keep her safe. Take a glance at Scala. It was lucky we found Blaze's egg, thought. Even Gray hadn't known the egg was there. Tyler faced them. It is because of you two that Blaze was able to defeat Thorn and the Shadow, she said. You know about that? They asked, amazed. Tyler smiled. Firehawk leaders have visions of what has been and what will come. I always knew that Blaze would find a way back to me. Suddenly, Claw stepped forward from behind the pillar. You, Tyler cried. She pointed fury wing at Claw. Firehawk attack! Firehawk surrounded Claw. Their feathers burst into flames as they scourged around it. Then Tyler threw two fireballs. Chapter 9, The Enemy. Blaze stepped in front of Claw and held out his wings. Wait, she cried. Blaze, be careful, Tyler said. She turned to Claw. How did you get here, Thorn? He's not Thorn, they said quickly. He didn't want to see Claw turn into his toast. He's Thorn's twin brother, Claw. Tyler narrowed her eyes at the vulture. I didn't know Thorn had a brother, she said. Claw is our friend, Scala said. He saved my life in the Cloud Kingdom. Claw nodded quickly. I'm not here to hurt anyone, he said. I just want to go home. I need your help getting back to Perodia. Tyler waved a wing at the other firehouse, and the friends went out. Is this true, Blaze? She asked. Yes, Blaze said. Claw helped us find the Golden Temple. We should never have found you without his help. Tyler watched Claw carefully. Daughters never have helped my daughter, she said. I'm not like my brother, Claw said. Tyler nodded. If Blaze trusts you, then so do I, she said. So let's take Scarlet and Blaze and smiled. Let me show you all around. I actually need to rest. Claw said. This has all been very tiring. A firehawk showed Claw where he could sleep, while taking the other she followed Tyler outside. The temple was a small island surrounded by a golden sandy beach and clear blue water. Along the beach were small wooden huts where the firehawks lived. Tyler introduced them to some of other firehawks. This is Maya, Tyler said. She's our healer. She helps anyone who is ill or hurt. Welcome home, the old firehawk said to Blaze. They could see her hut as rows of small bottles filled with colorful liquids. They moved on to the next hut. And this is Melody, Tyler said. She has the most wonderful singing voice you've ever heard. Melody sang, and they couldn't help but hum along. The song was beautiful, but swayed back and forth with music. When the song was over, they said goodbye to Melody and went on. I stared up ahead, Blaze asked, pointing to a big pile of branches and sticks. Tyler smiled. It's a nest, she said, and she moved a few palm leaves aside. 6 golden eggs rested inside. These eggs are almost ready to hatch, Ella told them. There is a special ceremony that takes place when the nest catches fire. The baby firehawks rise from ashes. Tag remembered how the old oak tree had caught fire when Blaze hatched. He had found her in the ashes. I'm sorry I wasn't there to see you hatch, Ella told Blaze. Maybe I could take part in the ceremony when these eggs hatch, Blaze suggested. That is a wonderful idea, Blaze. You friends can help too, Tyler said. Even Claw? Blaze asked. Tyler smiled. Yes, even Claw. That's the tummy churned. It should feel excited for Blaze thought. So why do I feel so worried?